Hello, Mama Yorkie. Hello, seamstress. Hi, Karen. I might do some cards in a little bit. Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Good night, hon. Okay. I will repeat this when people come in. Okay, this is what she found out today. Gabby has stabilized. Well, they will be running some tests on Gabby. They changed her meds and she might be home in a few days. Okay, Tommy was found with his SUV. Completely out of his mind. Cuts all over him, stabbed himself in the head with his pocket knife. No reaction to any kind of pain stimulation. Does not speak, was not speaking, only noises. No eye contact. If he would have remained like that, they would have committed him as insane. He had bitten off parts of his arm. They searched his truck and found notes and medical papers saying that he had cancerous tumors in his brain. Supposedly no one knew this, but Vicky thinks his wife did, and she wasn't saying anything. And there's so much other stuff that she didn't know that she found out today. His family acted disappointed that he was still living. He's in the hospital. He's dying because of the brain tumors, cancerous brain tumors. He is dying. No one's talking. Nobody's saying a word what's going on. And the last thing she said to me was he went into a coma. So yeah, that was the last thing she said to me. Vicky, because she hasn't had any sleep. I know, and I don't want to say anything, but you might have to get in touch with him. I know it's supposed to be a surprise, but you might have to get in touch with him just to find out the right zip code. You might end up having to send that out to him. You might have to get in touch with him. Or you can just say, hey, I want to know your correct zip code. You don't have to say anything about a package. Just tell him, hey, what's your zip code? Hi, Tracy. Hi, everybody that I didn't say hi to. Hi, guys. But yeah, that's the state of Tommy. He was not headed home. They think last night when I got through talking to her, I got offline. They said they got a call from Arkansas. I don't know if he was in Arkansas or not, but they did find him. But yeah. So, and he was going to set the house up, burn the house down. He was intending to do that before his daughter Gabby had her seizure. And when she had her seizure, his plans changed. That's when he took off. Is when his daughter had this. Do you want to get in touch with him through Messenger? Just look for Danny's Corner on Facebook or Messenger. Yeah, so his mental issues and his addiction wasn't the only thing causing his problems. He has brain cancer. And the last thing she told me, he had gone into a coma. I haven't heard anything else from Vicky today. Yeah, but look for Danny's Corner on Facebook or Messenger. You don't have to say anything to him about that. But you're gonna, I don't know if he's going to be on tonight because he went out exploring today, him and his team. No. So I don't know if he's awake or not. Hey, Anthony. What are you doing, Cora? So he was alive, but he was not driving. What, girl? That's cool. You're getting there, Anthony. You're getting there, honey. What do you want? What do you want? I already fed you, little lady. I already fed you guys. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. So that's the story on him. That's the story on him. Thank you, Tracy. No, this was a friend of my. You guys know Vicky on here. I don't know if you do, but the rest of them know. And it was a friend of hers. But I don't know if Vicky's awake tonight. She might be if I don't know. She might pop in. If not, I know she's sleeping. Yeah, because Vicky came in here last night and she told us the story, and I did Spirit Box to try to figure out where he was because nobody could find him. But that's what she told me today. That's what she told me today. So Yeah. Besides his mental issues and his addiction, he had brain cancer. And nobody knew it. Well, that's what people are acting like. Like they didn't know it, but she thinks his wife did. She thinks his wife knew it. And they weren't too, she said they acted like they weren't really happy that he was still living. And that's kind of sad. Even though he's an addict and he's got mental issues and, it's sad. It's really sad. Quit chewing on that. But maybe we'll do some cards here in a little bit. Maybe. Hold on a minute, guys. If I'm not going to be looking at the chat for a second. Uh, yeah, I know it is, isn't it? Hey, Jim. Hey, Runny Egg. Oh, there is. The seamstress put in Danny's thing for you, Karen. The seamstress put in Danny's thing for you, hon. Up in the chat. Thank you, seamstress. I appreciate that. What are you doing, booger butt? No, I'm going to go into my YouTube and I'm going to change the title. But tomorrow, I've got to get up early, and then tomorrow afternoon, I've got to take him over to his daughter's. And the maintenance guy is going to come look at our kitchen cabinets. The SB7, the SB7. I've had, like, you know how you when you burp you taste rotten eggs. You know how when you burp sometimes you taste like rotten eggs. I've been tasting that all night. Yes, it is. No, I didn't get into any trouble. Actually, he got up and I went to lay down after I took care of the animals. And about 10 minutes later, he got up. I got up and we were both hungry. So we got up and ate something. We were both hungry. So we got up and ate something. Both of us got back up. I got back up and ate something. He got up and watched some TV and ate something. And then we went back to bed. And I still haven't got my package from Danny. It should have been here today, but it ain't here. Hi, Keeban. That is awesome, Keeban. Yeah, I don't know what rotten eggs means. It tastes like rotten eggs. And all I had for dinner was French fries, and chicken strips. I had chicken strips. You know, the breaded chicken strips. I'm going to go take some Pepto. I got the tablets. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I've had sour stomach most of the night, but I don't know what that means. I don't know if I'm starting to feel other people's things or what, because I was just on panel with Kelsey and them, with Kelsey and Boomer and Cab 7 and Ghost Mafia and Ghost Mafia. Ghost Mafia and Lady Swan and Aniki are out exploring a cave. Hello, chicken strips. Hi, Belinda. Yeah, I've been belching it up all night, and I don't like that sour. The egg taste is not a good taste to belch up. Come here. Come here, Gizmo. Sit. Now, if you're going to sit here, you're going to sit still. You're going to sit still. Yes, you're going to sit still. Yes, you're going to sit still. Because you don't like to sit still. Go. I got to do your ears again with that stuff. Hi, Fallen. We might do cards tonight. I don't know. But for those that didn't hear at the beginning of the stream, they found Tommy. They found Tommy. Gabby, his daughter, has stabilized, the one that had the seizure. They've changed her meds, and she might be able to come home in a few days. Tommy was found with his SUV. Yes, I am so glad. Yes. Completely naked. He was completely naked, out of his mind. Cuts all over him, stabbed himself in the head with his pocket knife. No reaction to pain or anything like that. No reaction to it at all. Was not speaking, only noises. He had bitten off pieces of his own arm. No eye contact with anybody. No eye contact with anybody. They were going to declare him mentally insane. But they searched the SUV and found notes claiming medical papers, doctor's papers, stating that he had cancerous tumors in his brain. Stating that the doctors had found tumors in his brain. Supposedly the family didn't know this, but Vicky says that their wife acts like she knew. And they weren't. It's sad that family was kind of surprised that he was still living, and he was going to burn the house down. But when his daughter had the seizure, that kind of freaked him out and changed his plans, and that's when he took off. Um, he's in the hospital. He is dying. Nobody else is saying too much about that. And then the last thing, Vicky. Yes. I got the message too. I got a message from Carla too. He is in a coma. Tommy is in a coma right now. But yes, guys, keep Carla in your prayers. She's going through a tough time right now. Please keep my sister Carla in your prayers, because she's going through a tough time right now. So yeah, keep Tommy and his family in your prayers. I mean, even though he's been through what he's been through, he's still a human. But yeah, and that's the last time I talked to Vicky, because she says she had been up all night. She hasn't had any sleep. So if you don't see her in here, she's probably sleeping. Come on. I just fed you. You're knocking stuff over, baby girl. No, some stuff going on in her family. I don't know if she would want me to say. Like I said, I don't have my internet on, so I can't really message her. But she does want prayers. She does want prayers. That's fine, Kevin. I completely understand. Go have fun. Get some rest. Go have some fun on your vacation, little brother. Go have some fun on your vacation. Maybe I got to toss out that ranch, because maybe my ranch dressing might be bad. I might have to toss it out. Because that's what I dipped my chicken strips in, was my ranch dressing. It might be bad. I might have to throw it out. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know if she would want me to say it on here. I didn't ask her. But she does want prayers. She wants you guys to keep her in your prayers and her family. I know that much. Yeah, so that's what's going on with Tommy. What, Cora? Oh, he must have left. Thor was in here. He was in here. Um, I'll change the heading afterwards. I had this on in Kelsey's stream. It's my husband's hat. I'm going to get me a nice hat that's a woman's hat next month. Yes. Hi, Mudcon. Hi, honey. I'm Mudcon's girl. Hello, sweetheart. That's cool. That's cool. Tiger's Eye is good. Tiger's Eye is good. Tiger's Eye is good. Hang on a minute. Where's my flashlight? Where's my tigers? There's one. Where's the other one at? Whoa. I'm looking for my raw one. I don't see it. I have polished and I have raw, but I can't find my raw one. I have two. These are polished. Those are my tiger's eyes. These are polished. I have one that's raw too. That's my tiger's eyes. But yeah. I only got me a protection stone. That is awesome. That is awesome, Chills. That is so cool. Yes. I think I have one tourmaline. I have to get me some more tourmaline. I'm waiting for the spirit bag. It still hasn't got here. Hopefully, pray to God, it'll be here tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be here tomorrow. Yes, raw stones are, because they come right out of the earth. Yes. Yes. They come right out of the earth. Yes. They don't get polished by no machine or anything. They come right out of the earth. I have a lot of raw stones. I have a lot of raw stones. How are you feeling, honey? That is cool. That is cool, Chills. That is cool. When I get some more amethyst, I'm going to make them things for each corner of the yard. You know, what Danny says to do. So that way it makes your property sacred ground. It makes your property sacred ground. BB. What? Meow. Well, either you want to be held or you don't. Oh, grouch. Don't walk on my computer, please. If it says once a day, maybe take them at lunchtime. I don't know. Take them at lunchtime, maybe. What? Go lay down then. Hello, Zach. Hi, James. Thank you, James. That's good. That's good. That's good. No, I took a Pepto earlier tonight and it didn't help. So hopefully 2 of them will help. Yeah, I don't speak Spanish. I mean, even though I took Spanish in high school. That's true too, Don. That's true too. James. That's true too, Don. That's true too. Just to see how your body reacts. That's like my doctor. I mean, she told me to stay off my blood pressure meds. So I kind of am back on them just to stabilize my blood pressure. Um, Even though it's gotten better. My blood pressure has gotten better. I take it like every other day just to make sure that my blood pressure stays. But yeah, that might be an idea. Take them at night and see how your body reacts. Oh yeah, I take quite a few from what I have. I have one for insomnia, one for my anxiety, one for pain, my cholesterol pill, my sleepy pill, my blood pressure pill, pain pill, my heartburn. Shoot, mine I got to take all but two. I got to take twice a day. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, sweetheart. That's fine, Jim. That's fine, honey. Oh wow, Keelan. Oh wow, honey. What are you watching? Oh. Ah. I was wondering what she was looking at. They're over in Kelsey's stream. They're over in Kelsey's stream. Kelsey is celebrating her birthday. Even though her birthday is Sunday, she's celebrating it tonight because her and her husband are going to a haunted bread. Her husband are going to a haunted bed and breakfast for the weekend. That's where he's taking her. So she's having her birthday stream tonight. Yeah, it could be. It could be. That's true too, Kelly. That is right. Because like me, my night meds, I take them right before dinner, except for my sleepy pill. See, I'm not good with when to take, especially new meds. I just follow directions on the bottle. And if my doctor wants me to stop them or cut down on them, then I cut down on them or I stop them. Yes, Haunted Jim will be going with a partner tomorrow, with a friend, and they will be exploring a cemetery tomorrow. Okay. Okay, I didn't know, Jenna. I didn't know, honey. Hi, Susie. Yeah, do what the doctor says. But you figure out when you think you should take them. Like if you need them in the mornings, take them in the morning. If you need them in the afternoon, take them in the afternoon. If you need them at night, take them at night. But for those that are in here that doesn't know about that, we're here last night for about Tommy. And I will do this periodically throughout the stream for people that were here last night that are coming in, you know, the ones that come in. But yes, that is true. That's a lot of freaking pills, chills. That is a good idea. That is a good idea. No, it's a friend of It's a friend of Vicky's. Vicky, that my sister, that my YouTube sister, the one I was doing spirit box for last night. There you go, Chills. What Kelly said, Chills. The hospital usually gave her meds around an hour after she ate in the morning. But he doesn't want to take 15 pills all at once. He's got a lot of pills. There you go. Because yeah. There you go. There you go. With some people that know. Because Mama Yorkie has a heart condition, and Kelly, I think you do too, right? Yeah. Take once a day. That's all the bottle will say. Take mine, all of mine, but two. No, all mine, no, three. My blood pressure, my cholesterol, and my insomnia pill, I got to take once a day. The rest I got to take twice a day. So, yeah. Hi, Palladian. Dang. I take 7, I think. I take 7. Well, 5, I take 4 in the morning, and I take 5 at night. Or 6. No. 4 in the morning and 6 at night. Yeah, I take 5 in the morning and 6 at night. Because I take a few of them twice. Plus, I take at night, I take my cholesterol pill, and my doctor wants me to take half of my blood pressure pill at night and then my insomnia pill. That's okay, Palladian. Life, life before YouTube. Life before YouTube. Gotta deal with real life before YouTube. I completely understand, Palladian. You're good. You're good. You are good, hon. But yeah, that's what's going on with Tommy. End stage heart disease, no hope to get better, but I'm okay. Oh, that is so awesome. That is so awesome. Many prayers to you, Mama Yorkie, always, honey. Okay, Chills, thank you for popping in, dear. You get some rest so you get healing and feeling better. Yeah. Have a good night, Chills. Have a good night. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna probably have another tomorrow night. I might see if Danny feels like doing it. I might have one of my panels with Danny tomorrow night if he feels like it. Because I want to have another panel before they take Hangouts away. Because I am gonna. Well, I can't really afford Zoom right every month. I can't afford to have Zoom every month. Pay for Zoom, so I'm gonna start using when they take yard Hangouts away. I'm gonna start using StreamYard. Let me go get some cards. We'll do some cards tonight. Sour stomach. Yeah, but Gabby is stabilized. The little 4-year-old that had a seizure during all this, she is stabilized. We're doing the Oracle of the Unicorns tonight. I gotta find a pen. Yeah, some are already using it. I've been testing StreamYards because I'm trying to set it up the way I want it set up. So yeah, I'm going to use StreamYards. No, I'm trying to face them all the right way. Okay. I'm still waiting on those. They should be here next week, so I won't be going too many places next week. I'm going to pretty much stay home next week. Yes, Jim. Come back here. Well, there's Seamstress's card. There's yours, Seamstress. I got you, Seamstress. And Jim. Receive. Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon. A key to unlocking your greatest abundance is your ability to receive. The greater your sense of worthiness, the greater your capacity to accept the gifts and blessings the universe wishes to give you. There are many gifts waiting to come to you right now. But any guilt, shame, or unworthiness in your system will act like a force field and repel your prosperity. Yes, it is good practice to think positive, be grateful, send out desires to the universe, and say affirmations. However, these tools can only be effective if they are supported by the strong sense that you deserve the good you are asking for. This enchantress and her unicorn hold up a crystal sphere containing all your heart's desires. They are telling you that all of these gifts can come flowing into your reality when you heal inner wounds and release limiting beliefs that block your ability to receive. They invite you to see yourself through the eyes of the divine as a lovable, worthy being, and in doing so, to open your floodgates of abundance. There are gifts and blessings beyond your wildest dreams just waiting to surprise and delight you. There's nothing special you need to do in order to be worthy of them except believe that you are. Yes, Mama. Karen. Good night, Palladian. Get some rest, honey. Jim, you're next. Hi, Kurt. Long time no see. You have a great night. Have some fun tomorrow. Have fun tomorrow, Kevin. Have fun tomorrow. Have fun. Past lives. Jim, past lives. Now, release your past life karma. You are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Let's turn that down a little bit so we can hear. You're an old soul who has journeyed through many different lifetimes and gained deep knowledge on your way. Your present situation requires you to either tap into your ancient wisdom for the answers or release a block that you've carried forward from another incarnation. You may have some deep fear from a previous time that is being brought to the surface so it can be released for good. There may be people you still hold karmic agreements with. Clearing these agreements is now possible, and this will allow you to move forward on your own path. It may be time for you to remember the soul gifts that have been locked away and are now ready to be shared with the world. As an old soul you have evolved over centuries. It is time for you to use your knowledge to awake and ascend in this lifetime and to help others do the same. Excuse Excuse me. It may be, spend some time sitting quietly in meditation and ask this mystical unicorn to guide you back to the answers or the healings you need, or to help you unleash your hidden gifts. Your past lives hold treasures that can help you rise into your power and create the life of abundance, joy, and freedom that you desire. Mama Yorkie, this one's yours, honey. Now, it started raining tonight about 5 o'clock, and it stopped about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, somewhere around there. It was 91 today, and it felt like 101. You're welcome, Jim. All right. Come on, cards. What are you doing, Cora? Hang on. I'm waiting on the cards and waiting on the cards. I'm concentrating. These are stiff cards. They're hard to bend. Magic. Magic. I don't think I've read this one before. Magic. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. I haven't read that card before, I don't think. The unicorns and fairies have come together to remind you of your connection with magical beings. They invite you to ask for their combined support. A situation in your life may need an extra dash of fairy dust and a beam of unicorn light to help it to resolve quickly and easily. Perhaps you become lost in the outer world of logic and need to remember the power of magic and miracles that comes from within. Or may this simply be a joyful invitation to make a wish and know that you are surrounded by magic at this time. Call on the fairies and unicorns to remind you, to guide you, and to help bring about an even higher outcome. Ask them to show you unmistakable signs that they are with you, and spend time out in nature speaking with them. Call on them as a team, knowing that the lightness and fun of the fairies is a perfect complement to the loving energy of the unicorns. They whisper in your ear, make a wish and believe it is already so. Believe in us, believe in magic now and forever. All right, James. And Karen, you're next, honey. What? You don't sit still, sweetie. Come on. Come on. Sit still. You have to sit still. Little wiggle worm. You're a wiggle worm. You're a wiggle worm. That last card was for Mama Yorkie. You're welcome, sis. Maybe tomorrow night, if Danny doesn't feel like doing a panel, maybe I'll do Spirit Box tomorrow night outside. Come on. There you go. Delight. Delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Expect the best. I can't wait to see what the cards look like for the mermaid one. This playful fairy pony has danced into your day to encourage you to glide through life on a slipstream of joy and to approach the situation with a sense of fun and play. She invites you to trust that all will be well and know that feelings of peace, joy, and gratitude will help solve this issue in your life a lot faster than worrying about it will. You may have been told that life is tough and learn that worrying is essential to solve problems. You may have been programmed that hard work leads to success or that it requires effort and sacrifice to earn money. But what if you could choose a new reality? This fairy pony is reminding you that the universe wants you to be happy and that when you wholeheartedly expect positive outcomes, you will receive them. Start today by slowing down and taking deliberate pleasure in even the simplest things. Count your blessings and feel gratitude for everything you already have, no matter how small it may seem to you. Let the sun warm your skin. Enjoy the blue sky and the softness of the breeze. Sit under a tree, lie on the grass, stop to smell the flowers. Dance, laugh, and love, and play your way through life. And trust that the universe will give you more reasons to be happy when you do so. When you believe, feel, and act as if all is well and live in positive expectation, the situation will resolve easily. More blessings will flow to you and fill you with delight. Hello, Boomer. Hello, Boomer. Hi, Anita. Hi, Diary. I don't know who was next, but nobody's name is down, but 2 cards fell out. Sit still. All right. Have a good night, Boomer. Much love, brother. Much love. Let's see. Since 2 cards fell out, I'm going to give 1 card to Diary, which is action. They're the unicorn cards. Now is the perfect time to act. Take inspired action towards your dreams. Move forward with confidence. You have prepared, trained, and done the inner work to be ready for this opportunity. These pieces are lined up. The timing is perfect. All that required is you to take action. Have unwavering belief in yourself and take the next steps. You already have everything within you that you need to do this. You may feel some resistance and hesitation, but this is not the time for doubt or procrastination. You are ready. Listen to your courageous heart, not your fearful ego. Ignore any excuses about why you can't. Remember, you are powerful, capable, and the entire universe is on your side. Call on the unicorns to keep you moving forward and to remind you that on the other side of this action is a success that you desire. The unicorns are beside you, urging you forward, encouraging you to take action on your dreams without further delay. And Anita, I'm going to do this one for you since I had 2 come out. I'm going to do 1 for her and 1 for you. Miracles. Have faith, your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender to the how. Your prayers have been received and miraculous outcome is ready in motion. The unicorns invite you to relax and have fun while you wait for your blessing to take physical form. They remind you that you are the miracle you seek, and everything you desire is already within you and one with you. There is no desire too big or too wonderful for you to co-create with the universe. And because the divine operates outside of time, anything can happen in an instant when you let it. Make space for miracles by releasing the belief that anyone or anything in the physical world is the source of your good in your life. Instead, place your full focus on the divine as your infinite, unwavering, unlimited source. Let the joy and gratitude of that truth open gateways of abundance. The unicorns also remind you that the miracle you are asking for may not come in the form you expect. The answer to your prayers may come in a series of stepping stones. Some may not immediately make sense and seem related to your request. Stay open to your guidance. Follow your intuition. Take aligned action and surrender your expectations of what, how, and when your miracle will arrive. Let the divine handle the details and demonstrate to you that impossible can actually be easy when you surrender. Step aside and trust the magic of the universe. Hi, Eric. Hi, hon. You can't walk on my computer, Cora. Cora. You can't walk on my computer. And this big old boy. What are you doing? No, you're going to sit right here with Mama. Mwah. Mwah. Go. But yeah, that's what I mean, if people come in and they want to know about Tommy, I found out a lot about Tommy from last night from Vicky. Very disturbing. Cigarettes, packing cigarettes. So yeah. Yeah. It's a shame. What's going on with what happened? What Vicky told me, what I told you guys about what she has told me today about the gentleman I was trying to contact through the spirits to make sure he was still living and not on that side, trying to help him not do what he wanted to do. Well, he may be ending up on that side of the veil anyways, because of health issues. But Gabby, his daughter, is stabilized from her seizure. But they found him in his SUV, completely naked, cuts all over him, stabbed himself in the head with his knife. No reaction to pain. No eye contact. If he would have remained like that, they would have put him, claimed him mentally insane. Hi, Colleen. They would have found him insane because of the way he was acting. He wasn't talking. He was making noises. He had bitten off parts of his arm, taken pieces out of his arm. They searched his, now this is the part, they searched his SUV, the cops did, when they found him. They found medical papers from a doctor showing that he had tumors in his brain. He has tumors in his brain. He has cancerous tumors in his brain. Supposedly his family didn't know, but Vicky, I guess, was with the guy's family today, and they had a big fight and stuff. And the way his wife acted, that she knew about it. She knew that he had cancer of the brain. And they weren't too, the way she said it, they weren't too happy that he was still living. And he was intending on setting the house afire and killing everybody in it. But when his daughter had her seizure, it kind of changed his plans, and that's when he took off. I wrote stuff down because I wouldn't have been able to remember all this. And he's in the hospital. The family's not saying much now. And the last thing that Vicky told me, that he slipped into a coma. So, and that's the last I heard from Vicky, because she hasn't slept in over 24 hours. So she's been up all night. And she messaged me about 2 o'clock this afternoon. So 1 or 2 this afternoon. So yeah. Hi, Christina. Hi, Colleen, honey. No problem. No problem. So yeah. Hi, Melinda. So he wasn't driving anywhere last night. He was parked in his vehicle. And from what she told me last night after I got offline, that they got a call from Arkansas. Somebody found the vehicle. She said something about Arkansas. And he's from Missouri. Tommy lives in Missouri, so. No, do not. Do not walk on my computer, little lady. So, yeah. I've still got a sour. I don't know why I've got a sour stomach. Hi, Abraxas. Hi, hon. You heard about Tommy? You heard about Tommy on the news? Are you in Arkansas, Anita? No, I'm talking to Anita. Hi, Frozen. Hi, honey. I know you ain't Abraxas. Yeah, well, that was him. If it was a two-tone SUV and they found him incoherent, not talking, not speaking, he had stabbed himself in the head. That was Tommy. That was the one we were trying to communicate with last night. And make sure he didn't put himself on the other side of the veil. 'Cause that's one reason when she came in and told me this and all that, and I had to do something, and I figured the spirits might be able to help and be able to tell me if he was still living and where he was at. But they say he's in a coma now. He has brain cancer. They found out that he has brain cancer. Hi, Kevin. Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Hi, honey. Yes, he wasn't driving home. He wasn't nowhere behind the wheel. I mean, he was behind the wheel, but he wasn't driving. Yes, he wasn't driving anywhere last night. How are you doing, my brother from another mother? And I will get in touch with you and Tanya this week. I don't know. I didn't see her say goodnight. If I did, I missed it. And that's on me. Yeah, he wasn't driving anywhere, Belinda. He wasn't driving. He was in his car, but he wasn't driving. And I'm gonna Anita, I'm gonna let Vicky know that he was on the news in Arkansas. Everything's good. Everything's good. Everything's good. But like I said, if Danny doesn't feel like doing a pan tomorrow night, I might do Spirit Box. I don't know. Yeah, I love Frozen's a cool dude. If you don't have Frozen Fury, please check his channel out. He's awesome. He's awesome. If you like listening to somebody or watching somebody play guitar, he's one hell of a guitar player, guys. Hello, Tanya. How you doing, my sweet sister? Now I feel like I'm gonna get sick. That's just the way my stomach feels right now. And I've had a sour stomach for a while, but I've never felt like haven't felt like this. No, I'm not getting sick. I just got a sour stomach. I just got a sour stomach. We're just chilling. You guys can talk about anything you want in here. It's not age restricted either, though. Do not walk on my computer, girl. I gotta move that before you spill it. Go out and get you some dry food, girl. Oh, I'm not. I stay in the house pretty much. It is so freaking hot. I mean, so freaking hot. I got up this morning and went down to the mailbox, and it's like I couldn't even breathe. It was so freaking hot. What are you watching? She sees something. She sees something because she's looking around watching something. Thank you for asking. I'm going to put up the video you made for Matthew soon. Okay, let me know. Let me know, Kevin. Let me know, Kevin, honey. Let me know. Yes, thank God it's fixed. Yes, it was 91 today, and it felt like 100. It said it felt like 101. It felt hotter than 101. Believe me. Hot summer, very hot summer this summer. Very hot summer. Yeah. We are going to me and my husband were talking today, and we are going to, what I'm wanting to do is like where the where that wall is, where the back door is, we're going to put either a curtain there instead of putting it up here, so that way I can get some of the air from the air conditioner. Do not walk on my computer, girl. So I can get some of the air and we can block off the back of the house. Because that room back there does not get used. Does not get used. The bathroom does when we use the bathroom, but the back room does not get used for anything. It's storage for winter clothes and stuff. So yeah. Hi, Danny. Oh, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. I can't wait to see the video, Danny. I can't wait to see the video. All right, Mabel. Have a good night, sis. Much love, sweetheart. Get some rest, sweetie. Hit, hit, hit. Go. You're not going to walk on my computer, little rat. Okay, okay. I'm still waiting, Danny. Welcome back, James. I checked the mail 3 times today to make sure it didn't come early, to make sure it didn't come late. Hi, Lady Swan. I will check out your videos, guys. I was on Kelsey's stream, but I will check your videos out, Lady Swan and Ghost and Nero. Yes, tonight, Lady Swan and Ghost Mafia and Anarchy, they all investigated a cave. So if you didn't see them live, go check them videos out. Go check them out. Yeah, Anarchy too. Go check out Anarchy, Ghost Mafia, and Lady Swan's videos. They investigated a cave tonight. I can't wait till tomorrow night when they get locked in on that prison. When you guys get locked in on that prison. Okay. I've got a few places to run tomorrow, and then I can come home and watch. Plus, I've gotten a maintenance guy coming in the house to check my cabinets. Maybe I can get the maintenance guy and the landlord to put cabinets in. Trowbridge was awesome. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I said I got to get up in the morning, early in the morning, and do something, and then I've got to take him like 3 or 4 o'clock over to his daughter's. So. Yes, Danny. Karen needs to get in touch with you. She wants to find out. She needs your exact zip code or postal code. She needs your postal code. So check your messenger from her. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, because it's going to be really hot. I can understand. It's going to be really hot inside that, that lockdown. Yeah, it's going to be really hot. I can understand. And that pool looked at me. I watched the movie. I watched your stream from today, and that pool looks refreshing. I said that looks so refreshing because it was like hot today, and it's like, dang, I wish we had a pool. I wish I had a pool here, even a portable, I mean, one that you can take down and put up. Yes, yes, I completely understand. That's like it is here, Lady Swan, in Florida. With the humidity here in Florida and it being as hot as it is, yeah. I wasn't outside much today because that's the way I felt when I went down to the mailbox. I walked down to the mailbox 3 times today to make sure that the mail didn't run. Hi, Mittens. Hi, Batman. Yeah, I walked down three times today to make sure the mail didn't run today. Because with these mailmen, it can run anywhere from noon to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So with these mailmen, because I think we have all men. I'm not sure. So yeah, I walked down there 3 times just to make sure it didn't run, that I didn't get anything. There's his postal code, guys. There's his postal code. Karen. That's his postal code. Oh. I had to write it down because I wouldn't have remembered everything Vicky told me. But Gabby is stabilized. They changed her meds. She is stabilized. She may be able to go home in a few days. Tommy was found, and Anita G just told me that this story was on the news, that Tommy was on the news in Arkansas. Because last night after I got off my live stream, hi Zach. All right, Zach, you have a good night, brother. Thank you for coming in. The cops had gotten a call from Arkansas, and probably the cops there. So he wasn't driving anywhere last night. He wasn't driving. He was stationary. And they found him in his SUV. Completely naked, out of his mind. He had stabbed himself in the head with his own pocket knife. I wrote down word for word what Vicky told me. No reaction to pain. Sometimes I can't read my own writing. Was not speaking, only making noises. Had bitten off some of his arm. Well, you got to know the front story. I will tell you guys that don't know. Okay, Danny, have a good night. Okay, for the ones that don't know, last night, my friend Vicky, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, Ledal, came in my stream last night and said, I'm in a situation right now. A friend that had bought her house, her old house, she was helping this family, and this guy was an ex-addict, ex-meth head, and he had been clean for so long, and she found out that he had relapsed, and he went off the chain. He went off calling Vicky and telling her, hey, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do, I'm sorry, I did it. And he was going off the chain. You know, they found his two dogs where he had found two of his dogs where he had slit their throats under the house. He had gone back to the house and totally destroyed the house. He was intending on burning down the house with his family in it until his 4-year-old daughter had a seizure, which she's disabled. Well, he took off, shut his phone off, and just took off. Had guns with him because he was threatening to shoot himself. And that's why I did Spirit Box last night to see if he was okay, if we can locate him, what he was doing, and if the spirits could help. Well, this is what Vicky told me today. He had no reaction to pain, no eye contact, was not speaking. He was making noises. Good night, Lady Swan. His name is Tommy. She got a call last night from the cops that were at the house, his house. She said that they had gotten a call, she said, from Arkansas. The cops did, I guess from the cops in Arkansas. And that's all the cops would tell her last night, because she said them two cops that were there were, you know what, a-holes. And he had bitten off parts of his arm. They searched the SUV because he's also got mental issues from an accident 15 years ago. He was an addict. But they also found papers in the car from a doctor, medical papers, stating that he had cancerous tumors in his brain. And supposedly the family did not know this, or did not know this. But when she was with the family today, they had a big argument, and the wife acted like she knew about his cancer. And today there is more to be known. His family acted like he was disappointed he was alive. He's in the hospital. He's dying. Um, he did have intentions of burning the house down with his family in it. But when his daughter had her seizure, that kind of changed his plans. And that's when he called Vicky apologizing and everything, and took off, turned his phone off. And that's when I had the spirit box on last night. So, and the last thing she told me was this afternoon that he was in a coma. So he had cancer, and Vicky had no idea. The family, and the way the family acted today, because she said they got into a big fight. She got into a big fight with his family. And they acted like, or the wife acted like she knew it. She knew he had cancer. So yeah. I don't know medically induced, but she said he has since slipped into a coma. So I don't know. She didn't say medically or otherwise. He just said that it was in a coma. That he might have just slipped into a coma. I don't know. But that was the last thing she told me. But the way she was talking when she messaged me all this, she said that somehow she thinks the family knew he had cancer, but didn't say anything. Or the wife. The wife. Because he had 3 kids, and the 4-year-old is disabled, and she had a seizure because he went back to the house last night after he went back to the house, and he had totally destroyed the house. Totally destroyed it. And she said last night he had 2 guns with him. She found 14 in the house. 14 guns in the house. This guy, she's been helping him out because he's been trying to stay clean. I forgot how many months she said, but he had just relapsed. And he was apologizing to her and everything. And it's like, this all went down last night. But the house that the guy was renting was Vicky's house that she used to live in, that she moved out of, and he moved into, him and his family. So I guess that they've known each other for a long time. This Tommy and his family. So yeah. Yeah. Everybody was getting headaches last night. He had stabbed himself in the head. Remember I said my head hurt on one side last night? They found him, I think they found him because she said last night that when I got offline and I was still talking to her after I took care of the animals, I got back on Messenger with her, and she said that they had got the cops, because the cops were there with her listening to me on the spirit box. The cops thought she was crazy. because she was listening to me and listening to the spirit box and trying to figure out stuff. Because Vicky has her own abilities. And she said that the cops got a call from Arkansas. And Anita G was just in here. Where you at, Anita? No, he's in a coma. I haven't heard anything else from Vicky because she was up all day yesterday, all night last night. And Anita G just said that he was on the news. And she was just in the chat. No, we're not, Kip. No, we're not, Kevin. No, we're not. We're not promised tomorrow. We're not promised tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised ever. Maybe look it up on, I don't know if you have a computer. Maybe you can look it up on whatever news channel it was. Because like here we have fox13.com, which is the news that we watch here. They probably have a website. And you can go watch things that were on TV, that were on the news on TV. It says on TV. So, yeah. Anita said the story was on her news. And Mittens got a dark-haired guy, no shirt, last night. And he wasn't driving anywhere. He was stationary. He might have been driving to Arkansas when everybody felt him driving. He might have been driving to Arkansas or driving through Arkansas. So that's maybe what everybody felt. He was driving to Arkansas. Maybe. When everybody said that he was driving. You're good. You're good, Jim. Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do to plan this investigation tomorrow. Do what you got to do, brother. But yeah, that might have been what everybody was feeling last night. Was him driving wherever he was driving to. So yeah, that could have been why. There you go. Yeah, he was just driving around. Yeah. Because if he was like he was, like Vicky said he was, I mean, with no clothes on, he was found in his SUV, completely naked, out of his mind. He had stabbed himself in the head because I know a couple of people got headaches last night. And I got something on this side of my head last night. He stabbed himself in the head with a pocket knife. No reaction to any kind of pain stipulation. No, he wasn't talking, making eye contact. He was making noises. He had bit some of his arm off. He had bit pieces of his arm off. And then they searched his vehicle and found out that he had cancer, that the papers that he found, the medical papers, said he had cancerous tumors in his brain. That's scary. That's scary. That's really scary. Really scary. Yeah, but he had been clean for a while, and I guess that Vicky found out, and his family might have found out that he went back. because addiction is a hard thing. I've been clean for 13 years, and it's still an everyday struggle, but I haven't touched anything in 13 years. Knock on wood. I don't ever want to go back to that life. Ever. No, she's still looking. She's still looking. Anita's still looking for it. Anita's still looking for it. And I've got a sour stomach tonight for some reason. I don't know what it is. Yes, yes. Very true, Kat. Very true. Very true. Very true. Because many people can put masks on and hide their pain and what they're going through. Yes, very much so. People can hide, a lot of people that go through stuff daily or even in their lives with themselves, they learn to hide it. They learn to hide it. They learn to hide the struggle that they're going through. Yes, they learn to hide it. Oh, okay. Okay. Hmm. It might be in the paper. It might be in the paper. It might also be in the paper. We still have newspapers here. We get the Sunday paper. I mean, we used to get the Sunday paper, but you can get the paper every day too. It might be in the paper. Yes. Yes, it's very scary. Very scary. Very scary. Okay. Thank you, Anita. I greatly appreciate that. If you find it, just message me. Yes, it is. Yes. I have anxiety. I deal with my breathing problems. I deal with anxiety. I think I have a bit of depression too. I'm going to have, when next time I see my doctor, I'm going to have her do whatever they have to do or send me to a psych to find out for sure. Hello, Melissa. Hello, honey. Hi, Ray. Yes. And with my stomach issues, I have really all kinds of different stomach issues. Um, my breathing problems, my anxiety, so many. And last night and yesterday, my anxiety was so high. for some reason. I was wondering why. Before I came on live stream last night, I was angry about something. And there was nothing to be angry about. There was nothing to be angry about last night before my stream. I had nothing that was upsetting me. Nothing. And then when I came on stream, and the minute around the time that Vicky came in and said all this, that anger kind of went away. And it's like, wow. That feeling went away. It never feels you. Yeah, very true. Because my anxiety lately, I've got to where I'm learning to control it to a point. I'm still getting there. But my anxiety does not go off the charts just like it used to all the time. Because I have bad nerves like my mother, anxiety. And my hands shake a lot. Oh, okay. I was wondering what that noise was. One of the kitties in the litter box. Yeah, I probably was, because during last night, I was feeling something. Remember I said my side of my head hurts? The side of my head hurts. Hi, Anna. Anna. Yeah, she's my haunted doll. That's my haunted doll, Cherry. That's my haunted doll. She has a spirit attached to her. She has a little 6-year-old girl attached to her. Because he said she told me he stabbed himself in the head with his pocket knife. And he did have 2 guns on him. She said he had 2 guns on him last night in the stream. And she found, and when she went to the house, and get this, he has 3 kids, right? She found 14 guns in the house. 14. And he was intending on setting the house afire with his family in it. But the minute his daughter had her seizure, she said last night, like she said on the stream last night, that snapped him out of it, and he took off. And like I said, if you remember, the cops were there with Vicky at the house while all this was going on, and I was doing the spirit box. Remember her saying that they found both of his dogs under the house with their throats cut. And one of the dogs he had for 15 years. The dog was 15 years old. That's because you were sensing his frustration. You might have been sensing his frustration, Jim. You might have been sensing Tommy's frustration and his confusion. Because, like I said, after I got off the stream, that's when I finished talking to Vicky. And took care of my animals. I wish this sour stomach would go away. It's killing me. Anybody here got a sour stomach or something they ate? Jeez. Is not agreeing with them. Just to make sure it's not one. I'm not sensing one of you guys. But I went to bed. I went to lay down. I went to check on Layla because she sleeps in our bedroom. And I make sure she's got food and water of her own. She comes to use the litter box. She's been venturing out lately. But she's my 10-year-old I adopted. I lay down. And it usually takes me anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes sometimes to fall asleep. Well, before I got the chance to try and sleep, my husband got up. He got up and watched some TV. And we had a sandwich, a sub, in the fridge. So we did that. I couldn't sleep. Even after I took my sleepy pill. Then finally, after about an hour, we went back to bed. And for some reason, I was able to sleep. But I don't know. For Jack in the Box earlier. Yeah, we had chicken strips. We had chicken strips and French fries for dinner. Like I said, it could be my ranch dressing too. My ranch dressing might be bad. I might have to toss it in the garbage. But yeah, it might be that too. So yeah. Kind of weird. Raw potatoes. Okay. We have potatoes. I took a Pepto. I took one earlier tonight and I took one right after I started my stream. But from what she last told me, he is in a coma. I don't know if he's still alive. I don't know if he's dead or if he's passed away while he's in this coma. I will find out more tomorrow once I can get in touch with Vicky. She said she had been up all day yesterday, all night last night. Like I said, she got in touch with me. It was like 1, 2 o'clock this afternoon. So after that, she goes, I may not make it to your stream because I need some rest. I need to sleep. I said, no problem. I said, no problem. No problem. Yeah, me too. Because I was dipping the French fries and the chicken strips in ranch dressing. So yeah, very strange. Very strange. Very strange. But I figured everybody would want to know what happened. I mean, this is pretty much word for word what she told me. because it's on my phone, and God, I can't wait till I get my battery next week or on the 1st. So I won't have to worry about plugging in this Ethernet cable to get a good quality picture and stream. Oh, I will. I will. It'll go away sooner or later. It'll go away sooner or later. I know, I hate it when the ranch goes bad. But hopefully I'll get Danny's package tomorrow, I hope. Hopefully I'll get Danny's package. And then my other 2 packages will hopefully be here next week. If not tomorrow, I hope my packages that I'm waiting on, my 2 other decks of cards, if they're not here tomorrow, I hope they'll be here. I'm praying they'll be here Monday. It'd be nice with my 2 new decks of cards. I'll slice up. I have potatoes. I'll have to, after the stream, I'll go slice them up. Slice one up. Oh, slice one up. A small one. Or dice it up because I can't eat big pieces with no teeth. My insurance still hasn't approved my teeth. I called them yesterday. So I've got to still try. I keep trying to get a hold of my insurance. It's a pain in the butt trying to get a hold of insurance. My health insurance. I have a Humana, and it's hard to get in touch with anybody. Yes, yes. Vicky, that does not make sense. If the wife really knew what her husband was sick with cancer. Yeah, but the way she said it today, the way Vicky said it, that nobody's really, because they got into a big fight today. Vicky says that they got into a big fight today. The wife, the family, and her got into a big fight today. And the way she put it is supposedly no one knew this, but Vicky thinks that his wife did. And she found out so much other stuff that she did not tell me. She found out a lot of other stuff about him and the family that she did not tell me. There's a lot of other stuff that she found out that she did not tell me. Yes, she's not. She's not. And like Vicky even said, they weren't happy when they found the news that he was still living. That's what she typed to me. The way they acted, she said they acted like they were not happy that he was still alive. That's family. That's his family, his wife and family. They acted disappointed that he was still breathing. That's exactly what she typed to me. Exactly. If it's all on here. I have it all on here and wrote here. Let me see. Let's see. Yeah, it's right here. Medical papers dated back to May. Medical papers dated back to May, giving test results and diagnosis of inoperable cancerous brain tumors. Supposedly nobody knew this, but honestly, I think his wife did. I had a huge argument with her and her family today. So much other stuff I found out today has gone on with them since May that leads me to think there's more than what's known. His family almost acted to me anyway to be disappointed that he was found alive. The last I was told, he was being transferred this morning via ambulance to a hospital in Missouri and undergoing tests. Yeah, but was told by a friend of his sister's that he is dying, but no one's talking and not a soul went to him, as far as I can tell. Also, and was right at the intentions of him burning down the house, but Gabby seized and threw him off his plan. And Gabby has stabilized, and she probably will be coming home in a few days. Yeah, I would have lost my mind too, especially if I felt like my family. Maybe that's why he wanted to just burn down the house with them in it, because he knew that they didn't give a crap. So why not take them with him, you know? He might not have. No, he probably didn't. He probably didn't, Belinda. He probably didn't. He probably didn't. And she also said that last night, she said he has mental problems from an accident he was in 13, 15 years ago. So he also had mental issues, plus an addict, a meth addict. He was also an addict. So all them plus the brain tumors all mixed together. You know, the mental issues and then the brain tumor. Missouri. Because Tommy was renting out Vicky's old house because she lives in another house, but I guess they're either rented it or bought it. I'm not sure on that, whether they're renting it or buying or bought it or they own it. But she's been helping him out, like pay bills and stuff like that. She's been helping him out and the family. And he was trying to stay clean, but she said last night that he had relapsed in the last few months. Probably relapsed because of what he found out, that he had brain cancer. He probably relapsed because of that reason. But they found him, Tanya, in Arkansas. They found him in his vehicle in Arkansas. And Anita said heard something like that story I just told on the news. She's still looking up to see if she can find that article. Anita G. Yeah, it happened yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday, last night. Yeah, so Anita G's looking it up. She's trying to find the article on either on the news channel's webpage, or maybe they'll have another clip of it on the news, maybe. Because usually if they have it on the news once, they'll repeat it. Sometimes. Not always, but sometimes. Maybe, maybe Mittens. Insurance. Yeah, I don't think it covers suicide. I don't think it covers suicide. Plus, why would he want to leave insurance for his family when he was going to kill them too? He was going to burn them up in the house. That, yeah, yeah. I read that seamstress. Yeah, I can, but you never know. I don't know that part of the story. He might, I don't know. He might have been just wandering aimlessly, or maybe he was headed somewhere. Who knows? Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. That's the story. That's the thing that I got from Vicky. Other than that, I have no idea. If there's more to tell, I'm sure Vicky will let me know. Because I will message her tomorrow and see if there's anything else, any news. I'll message her tomorrow and see if there's any news. Yeah. Yeah. He figured, yes. Yes, the whole thing is sad. Very sad. Very sad. But yes, this was a friend of Vicky's that she's been trying to help out and was trying to help him stay clean, you know. And when she was, way she put it, um, she feels bad because she was helping him pay some bills and pay the rent and stuff for the house. I don't know if he was working or not. I have no idea. That part I don't know. But she was helping keep a roof over the family's head and trying to keep him clean, trying to keep him. And she blames herself a little bit too for enabling, for helping him with money. Not giving him money for his addiction and stuff, but paying his bills and stuff, helping him, trying to help him. And Vicky is a sweetheart. Vicky, she is a doll. I love my sister Vicky more than anything. She's one of my family members that I can go to and I can talk privately and it stays between me and her. When something's going on with me, she's one of the few I can go to. I know there's many in here I can go to, but she's one of them. That where if I have a problem or if I'm going through something or if I just need to talk, she's one of them. There are many in here I can go. I can go to. Many of you. Yes, for Gabby. She's only 4. I think she said he had. It's in last night's stream if you want to go back and watch. Um yeah, because this is after I ended the stream. I heard cops saying something about a call from Arkansas. He was a loner, mainly only around family. He did that to stay clean, to stay only around family. Oh, I know, Jim. I know I can holler at Wolfie, Mittens, most of you in here, and it stays between us. Nobody else knows. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, very true, Tanya. She did what she could to help him out. She's got that kind of a heart. Vicky has got that kind of a heart. She helps. She's got a big heart. She's got a big heart. Yes, yes. And you. I know. There's so many in my stream right now I could turn to. But I haven't really been going through much anything lately. It's just normal everyday stress lately. You know, the real world. Just the real world. Everyday stress. But like I said, I have started meditating. I'm starting to learn to meditate and just try to calm myself and relax. And yeah, that's what I told my husband's been with me for almost 18 years. We've all me even I mean he's getting old to where he doesn't stay up as late anymore. But when we first got together and stuff, and even after we got clean, um, we used to stay up at night because we were not. I told him, I said, even before I met you, Jim, my husband, um, I always worked night shift. I always worked night shift wherever, except for jobs that were only day shift, factory jobs, working in the bars. I worked night shift. I worked night shift. Say hi, Thor. Mwah. Yep, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. My big baby. My big pretty baby. This is Thor. This is one of the kitties I adopted from the pound. This is Thor. He's 7 years old. He's a big baby. Yes, he is. He's 7. My big baby. He had a bellyache the other night, but he's doing good now. He had an upset tummy the other night, but he's good now. Yes, he is. He's good now. Yes, yes. Less people to deal with at night. Went down? Oh, you want to get in the cubby hole? Yes, that's Storm. My husband, actually, when I adopted him from the shelter, the week of the 4th of July, our county shelter was having a week-long waive the adoption fee for cats and dogs. Cats had to be over a year old. Dogs had to be over a year old. They were over capacity. They were over capacity with dogs and cats. And I think they keep the animals for 90 days to see if they get adopted out or if they go to a rescue, because they will put them down. They will put them down. My county shelter is a kill shelter. We're trying to stop that. People in this county are trying to get petitions out and stuff to stop that. But my county shelter is a kill shelter. But yes, they had 120 cats, I think, and they had almost 150 dogs. And they had the week-long thing, waived the adoption fee from Monday until Saturday. And I got Thor, Cora, and Layla. Layla is 10, Thor's 7, and Cora is 2. Yes, but that's Hillsborough County here. Now, we do have a humane society. They say they don't kill. I don't know. But I don't think the Humane Society kills. I don't know. We do have an SPCA here. They do not kill their animals. And the SPCA here in this county and over in Pinellas County, them animals stay there until they're adopted or rescued. The SPCA, they do not kill their animals. They stay there until they're either put in a rescue or they're adopted out. If you watch Omar, an old video of Omar's, or when Omar Gosh goes to a shelter, he goes to the one shelter he went to was the SPCA over in Pinellas, or I think Pinellas County. I've been to that shelter. Back in the day, I adopted a cat from there. They don't kill. SPCA here does not kill. Now, Humane Society, I don't know. Some say they do, some say they don't. I don't know. But my county shelter does. And we do have rescues. We do have cat rescues, dog rescues. We have another shelter. It's called CARE. C.A.R.E. And it's a small shelter, and they do not kill. Yeah, they do not kill either. Them animals stay there till they're adopted or put in a rescue. But our county shelter does. And when you go to turn in an animal, it'll cost you. If you're turning in your animal, they charge you. My county shelter, if you're turning in your animal, they charge you for turning in your animal. It's a way that they're trying to deter you of turning in your animal, which in turn results in people just letting their animals run free, you know. That's the way I see it. Why charge somebody for turning in their animal? Maybe the animal's sick. Maybe they can't take care of it anymore. But that's still not an excuse. My animals will be with me until I die. Whether I can take care of them or not, they're going to be with me. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm going to do what I have to do. Are you okay? She fell off the windowsill. But I'm going to do what I have to do to take care of my babies. But yeah. But I just don't understand. And they don't put them, they give them a needle. When they put them to sleep, they give them a needle. Because I've had to put a couple of my animals down. Back many years back. But yeah. Yeah, my county shelter here charges you to turn your personal animal in. Now, to turn a stray or injured animal in, and it's not your animal, or you find an animal that's injured or stray, they don't charge you. But if you walk in there and you say, well, I need to turn my animal in, they do charge you. And there is a thing as you walk in to turn an animal in, there is a big thing on the wall that says your animal is subject to be put down. If this shelter is over capacity, your animal is subject to be euthanized. Yep. Because I have found injured animals that I could not help. Injured to where I had to take them to put them down. Where they've either been, something has happened to them, or they've gotten hit by a car, or I've just found them like that. I've had to do it. I've had to do it. If they're injured to where I can't afford to take care of them or take them to the vet, if they're really injured, because I have found a few that have been hit by cars out on the road, and I've taken them in and had them put down because there was no help for them. Now, the ones that I had to have put down, they were both, one of them had leukemia. And I had taken her to the vet, but I didn't take her to the pound. I took him to the vet. This was about 5 years ago. His name was Ichabod, and he was just acting very sick, and not normal. And his belly was very bloated. And I took him to the vet. And they did tests on him. They felt his belly, and they did tests on him. And the tests come back that he had leukemia. And they said, well, either you have to spend money to keep him on meds the rest of his life, which is, he's going to be very uncomfortable. He's going to be on medication the rest of his life because he was further along. He was sick. And, or to put him down so he doesn't have to suffer. And when they told me how much the medication was going to cost, it's like, I can't afford that. Yes. I mean, Ichabod, he was a sweetheart, but there was no way I could afford the medication. and he was already showing signs. She said he was just starting to show signs of his disease. Because the why his belly was the way it was is because his urine was in his belly. It wasn't where it was supposed to be. It was going into his stomach. Hi, farmer. So yeah, he said it was. They weren't. Something was going on there in him. Besides the leukemia, with his urine was not going into his kidneys. It was filling up his belly. So I did not want him suffering anymore, because he goes, well, is there something? He goes, yeah, if you want us to do surgery on him. And I know that cost, because I've had to have surgery on one of my cats. Because she had to have emergency C-section. I had a cat that I had to take in that had to have an emergency C-section. Because the umbilical cord for the kitten she was pregnant with was wrapped around their necks. So I had to take Angel in because she was leaking and stuff, which was very unusual, because I've had so many pregnant kitties that ain't funny. And that was not normal. I took her in, and they got me in right away because I said, this is an emergency. This cat is pregnant, and she is leaking pee, and her belly and stuff feel like they were knots. She's pregnant. She goes, you sure it's not the kittens? I said, no, this is not kittens. They went in. I took her in, and they told me that she had, some of the kittens had their umbilical cord wrapped around their necks. So she had to have an emergency C-section. And she was like, they weren't full. They were just not quite full term. Not quite full term. They were still only this big. They had fur on them and stuff, but they were only this big. And she had to have, I had to have her have an emergency C-section. My Angel. Her name was Angel. She was black and white. Her name was Angel. So they did that. They took the babies, got the babies breathing. They had to put them in on a heating pad, and all that. And they asked me if I wanted them. I said, oh, I can't take care of babies that young. I mean, eyedropper, very tiny eyedropper. It's like, no, I can't take care of babies that young. Newborns, I can handle. But babies that were preemies, no, I can't take care of preemies. I can't take care of preemies. Preemies, not preemies. Preemies. So I handed the newborns over to them, and I took Angel home. And she lives with me for a long time until she passed. But yeah. And the other one that I have had to take in, the other cat that was mine that I had to take in was an outside cat, and he had been hit by a car. So I had to take him and have him put down because he was hit by a car. Yeah, preemies. I mean, these were preemies. Preemies, I can handle, but these were like extra preemies. They weren't ready to come out of there yet. But yeah, I took her in. and Echo. I called her Echo as Zorro's sister. Zorro's sister, Echo. I took her in for an exam because she wasn't walking right. She wasn't walking right. She was, I think either one of the cats played too rough with her or she fell off of something because she wasn't walking right. I took her in to the vets. The first day, she would walk from like this side of the computer to this side of the computer. And the vet looks at me and says, "Oh, she's just got a cold. She'll get over it," because she was sneezing. But when she was home, she could barely stand up. She couldn't walk. I don't know what happened to her. I don't know. I think maybe one of the male cats might have gotten too rough with her because she was at that age and I hadn't gotten her fixed yet or whatever, but she wasn't walking right. Well, then I bring her home and she's not able to walk at all. And I took her back the next day and I told him, I said, "I want you to look at this cat. Take her in that room. I was here yesterday. Take her in that room, let her walk." And when she could barely stand up, they took her back and they examined her and said that her legs broke. Her legs are broke right here at the spine. Her legs were broke right here at the spine. The day before, she was perfectly fine. She was perfectly fine. So I think one of the kitties, my other kitties, played too rough with her because she was only a kitten. She wasn't a big cat. She was a kitten. And they said, "Well, you either got to go see a neurological surgeon and a chiropractor or whatever does it that can straighten and heal that, and her legs will be in a cast." And I'm not a rich person. Or you can put her out of her pain because she is in pain. She's in a lot of pain. And that was, I took her to the Humane Society vet. And I had to put Echo down. Because I didn't want to see her in that much pain. I couldn't afford a neurologist and a chiropractor and for a kitty. I couldn't afford it that. And her not being able to walk, no. I couldn't afford it that. Yeah, I know. It costs as much for an animal as it does because they I don't remember, but they said it's going to be up there. It's going to be up there for both doctors for an animal. He goes, "Probably." I said, "Probably just as much as it would cost for me." He goes, pretty close. Pretty close. And it's like, no, I can't afford that. And Echo was my baby. Echo was my baby. She slept with me and stuff. Echo was my baby. So I do take care of my animals. I do take them to the vet. Where have you been? Where the heck have you been? Where have you been? This whole community of ours is worried about you. Everybody has been asking me if I've heard from you. I love you too. Where heck have you been? Oh, I've Mittens. I have paid. I mean, Blue have no internet. Oh man, I had a kitten named Blue. He was a Siamese. That Leo and Gizmo's brother. I spent almost $200 on him, finding out what's wrong with him. They still couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Every kind of test you could think of on an animal. And they still couldn't figure out what was going on with him. They gave me all kinds of medicine. Give me this medicine. That didn't work. Give me this medicine. That didn't work. And then they give me other medicine. It's like nothing helped. And then he gave me this one medicine. He started perking up again. But then 2 days, I mean, he perked up for a few days, 2 or 3 days. But on the 4th day, I found him dead. I found him dead. In my house, in my living room. I spent $200 on this cat. With all the tests that they ran and all the medicine that they gave me. Some of the medicine, they didn't charge me full price. And 2 days later, I mean, after all the tests and stuff, 2 or 3 days, but 2 or 3 days later, I found him dead on my living room floor. Hello, Kay. You better let Cardiac and them know you're okay, girl. You better let Cardiac and them know you're okay. Yes, thank her for us, Kay. Yes, thank her for us. I don't remember how long because it's been so long since I've had to do that with those animals, because it was when I first started taking care of animals, you know. When I first started taking care of kitties, and it's like, I can remember, you know, how much I spent on him and how much I actually spent on Echo trying to figure out what was wrong with her. We miss you, Kay. We miss you. We miss you. We miss you. We miss you. You better let Cardiac know you're okay. And the rest of the family. We're all worried about you. All of us. Hi, Judy. But whether you believe that or not, those are the kitties that I've had to do the right thing for. Either because I couldn't afford the bills after I took them to the vet and had all the tests that I could have to figure out what was wrong with them. And I spent money on that. Because don't think the tests that I had run on them kitties were cheap, because it wasn't. But yeah. That's why now I make sure they go to the vet. When they go to the vet for their shots and stuff, I make sure they get an exam to make sure they're healthy. Especially when they're kittens. They get their shots. Their distemper, their rabies, whatever shots they need. And I can get them at a discount because I'm on assistance. And we have shot clinics here where you can go and get their shots cheap. But you also get an exam. And I make sure they're. Good night, Miss K. Mwah, mwah, mwah. But I make sure my cats are healthy. Now with Pepper came from outside. Pepper came from outside. So I have no idea what kind of thing she had because I hadn't had a chance to take her to the vet. And what the lady said that Pepper had was something that had to do that come from either the dad or the mom. It probably come from the dad because I feed the mother, Pepper's mother, every day. Now her brother and sister, which is Misty and Tabby, that I turned over to the rescue. They were healthy when I had them. And they're healthy today. Because the rescue lady that has them in Foster messages me all the time to let me know they're doing good. Until they find their forever home. You remember the other calico and the tabby, the orange tabby I had. Well, I turned those over to the rescue. Not because they were sick, because they were healthy. Because the rescue lady fell in love with them. And she's keeping them together. And hopefully when they get adopted, they will be adopted together. Now with Pepper, she came from outside. And whatever was going on with her at that point in time, no, I couldn't afford the vet. But when I messaged the lady that run the rescue, she immediately said, get her to the vet. And they said they would cover it. And when they found out what was going on with her, they still, even up until the day she passed, Pepper passed in the rescue, they still hadn't figured out what was going on with her. They said something was attacking her red blood cells, but they could not figure out what. They ran, and I talked to the lady on the phone, over the phone. She said, we still can't figure out when Pepper was still alive. We still can't figure out what's going on. We still can't figure out what's going on. We know that something is attacking her red blood cells. She cannot keep her red blood cell count up. It's not leukemia. It's not this. It's not that. We've run all these tests. It was just something freak that was going on with her. Something unusual that they've never seen. And she stayed alive for another month. They just could not figure out what was going on with her. I mean, the lady kept in contact with me because I was worried about, even though she wasn't in my care anymore, I wanted to know. And she told me, she goes, we cannot figure out what's going on. Something is attacking her red blood cells. She could not keep her red blood cell count up. She lived another month in foster care or rescue care, foster care, and she passed. And even then, they still couldn't figure it out. They could not figure it out. for the life of them. And she is a registered vet tech. She is a registered vet. This lady that took in Tabby and Misty, she works for the rescue, and she also fosters the cats. She is a verified, certified vet. And she could not figure it out. But her sister and her brother that's there now in care that I turned over, they're healthy as a horse. They're healthy as a horse. Nothing wrong with them. There was nothing wrong with them here. They were healthy. They were playing like nothing was wrong with them. I mean, they weren't sick, which is weird. If Pepper had something, wouldn't you think the brother and sister would? Maybe not. Maybe it skipped them. I don't know. It's just weird. No, they said there was no signs of leukemia. No signs of any kind of cancer, leukemia. They had all them tests done. All of them. She went through every test they could think of for her to do with the blood. To do with the blood cells and stuff like that. Every test they could think of. And they couldn't figure it out. What it had that had to do with the, you know, the red blood cells and the blood and stuff like that. And they couldn't figure it out. Now, sometimes maybe that happens. I don't know. But that's, honest to God, that's what she told me. Even the night I took her to the vet, they could not figure out. The first night I took her to the vet, over the overnight vet. They got her fluids up because whatever was doing it was killing her blood cells. So she wasn't able to stay hydrated. And then the next day I took her to another vet that they paid for. Expensive. And they ran tests on her. They still couldn't figure out what was going on. They had her on constant fluids. And then that's when I turned Pepper over to them because I couldn't pay anymore. I couldn't pay the bills. You know, I couldn't pay the vet bills. I couldn't pay the vet bills. I don't know if they did an autopsy. I didn't ask. I don't know. I will find out because she has record of that. I didn't ask her if she did. I didn't ask if she did, but I will because I'm in contact with her all the time. But up until the day she died, they still could not figure it out. They could not figure it out. Maybe it's just one of them freak diseases that you can't figure out. I don't know. But when I handed Misty and Tabby over to them, they were healthy when I handed them over to them. Because the reason why the lady wanted Misty, because she looked so much like Pepper. And then she fell in love with Tabby, and they run a DNA test on both of them. And that's how they found out they were brother and sister. Tabby and Misty were brother and sister. They ran a DNA test on both of them. Could be, Judy. Could be. But they just couldn't figure it out. That's what she kept telling me. Something was attacking her red blood cells, but they couldn't figure out what it was. I mean, she even told me, I ran this test. This test. Nothing shows up. Nothing shows up. If you look up St. Francis Society Animal Rescue in Tampa, that's who she works for. St. Francis Society Animal Rescue, which is they mostly adopt cats. They mostly do cats, but they do have dogs, but they mostly try to rescue cats. And what they do is they rescue kitties from outside. People that pick up kitties, instead of taking them to the pound, they take them to the rescue. If you look that up, and you can look up their website, you'll see they're even on Facebook and they're on Instagram. Well, the lady that I stay in contact with is on Instagram. But they couldn't figure it out what it was. They couldn't. Oh man, it's after 3 a.m. I didn't think it would be this late. I got to be up early in the morning. But yeah, they couldn't figure out what was going on with her. But I'll ask her that. I will ask her about that. But about if they did an autopsy, I will ask her about that. No, because Ichabod had leukemia. The one I was talking about first off, they said that he had leukemia because something to do with, they found leukemia in his system, the cells, cancer cells. Plus, he was, instead of peeing into his kidneys, it was going into his stomach. That's why he looked like he was a little cat, but he looked like he was pregnant. And it was a male. Ichabod was a male. And that's the reason why I had him put down. Because he was not peeing into his, something had happened where his kidneys were not getting his pee was not going into his kidneys. It was going into his stomach. Like a tear somewhere. Or something. But yeah. He was not. Plus they found cancer. They found leukemia in Ichabod. My husband named Ichabod. I didn't name him. Ichabod Crane, from Sleepy Hollow. But I didn't want him going through the pain, and I couldn't afford the medication that he would have been on for leukemia. Plus, like I said, his urine wasn't going in the right place, and I couldn't afford it, the surgery. And that's why anymore these kitties go to the vet when they need to. When they go to get fixed, they get a check. They get a vet check. When they get fixed, they get a vet check. They get their shots. They get their other shots once a month, or once a month. Yeah. Well, see, we get a voucher. Good night, seamstress. Good night, honey. I know I've been boring talking about my animals, but I do take care of my babies. I do take care of them. My babies mean the world to me. I try to do what I can for them. Yeah, mine, when they get fixed, I have them check them. I have them check them. because they do a physical anyways. The place where I take them, they do a physical. They get their distemper, they get their rabies, and then they get their shots once a month, which only like you, they cost me $10. Rabies shots cost me 10. If I want the distemper or whatever, if I need more shots, they let me know, and they'll won't charge me full price because it's a discount vet. It's a discount vet. Then because I'm on assistance and stuff, it's cheaper for me. But I try to take care of my babies. Oh, November. That's my anniversary. That's me and hubby's anniversary. Tanya. Aw. Aw, that's sweet. But if anything else comes up about Tommy, if Vicky lets me know anything else, I will definitely let you guys know about Tommy if I find out anything else. But whether people believe me or not, that's fine. I don't care. But I do try to take care of my babies. You guys know this. My babies are healthy. They're happy. And yes, I may take Apache to the vet next month because of his belly. He's been having stomach problems. So I may be taking him to the vet. He seems to be okay right now. He's eating and stuff. He's eating right and acting normal. But I'm still going to have him have a checkup maybe if I can get an appointment for next month, because the vet I go to, they just moved into a new building and they're like booked like months in advance. So I'm going to do my best. Because I tried to get a couple cats fixed. No, Dixie. We tried to get Dixie appointment to get fixed. No, I got to get him some lemongrass. Yeah, he's having stomach issues right now. But he's been eating normal now. So maybe he's been eating like normal lately. So he likes his wet food with the kitten chow mixed in. And I've been giving him hamburger with rice mixed in with that. And it seems to be settling his stomach. It seems to be settling his stomach. It seems to be settling his stomach. That's not bad. Okay, I think we got a Tractor Supply here. We got a Tractor Supply here. I just got to figure out. We have a Tractor Supply here. And we have feed stores here. So maybe the feed stores can give him a distemper shot. Or I can get it maybe from the feed stores here. I never asked. I know I get their eye meds when they have eye colds and stuff. When they get eye colds, I get the same stuff at the feed store that you can get from a vet. It's the same exact thing. Same tetromycin. I always have a tube of that in the house. So if they start getting colds in their eyes. And I keep antibiotics in the house for them. I have a script for that. I have a script for antibiotics. For whoever, I get a script for it. Whoever's got a little bit of a cold, I get a script for them. Yeah. So lemongrass. You buy that at the store? Can you get that at the store, Tanya? There goes the kitties playing. Yeah, he's stomach problems, but it seems to be leveling out now. Because, like I said, I'm mixing the hamburger with the rice and then just a tad bit of wet food. And he likes kitten chow, so I put some kitten chow on top of it. Okay. Okay. I'll look at that when I go next time we go to the store, which will probably be this weekend. I'll go look at Walmart when we go to Walmart. But he's just got belly issues. Like I said, it's leveling out. He's been kind of like having an upset stomach. So that's why I've been feeding him the hamburger and rice. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. Yeah, because that's what I think it is. Because there for a little bit he wasn't, just like Thor. Thor just got over having a little bit of a stomach ache, but he's fine. He's challenged. My baby's challenged, but I think he's having the same issue, but it's leveling out because I've been feeding them both the hamburger and rice, draining all the grease out of the hamburger. We drain all the grease out of the hamburger when we fry it, when we cook it. And then we cook up the rice and we mix it together. And we make sure all the grease is drained out of the hamburger. There's no grease in the hamburger, period. Because I know grease can mess up their bellies. I know grease can upset their bellies, just like it can ours. Just like it can ours. Ain't that right, buddy? Ain't that right? Well, guys, it's almost 3:30 in the morning. I really have to get off of here because I got to get up like 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to PetSmart probably next week. When I adopted one of the babies, I can go to Petco and bring this coupon and get a free bag of cat food because next week I'm going to need it. A bag, some cat food. They have a thing called 7-7. I think it is. It covers like parvo, distemper. Okay. I'll have to ask about that. I've heard about that. I've heard about that. Everyone have a good night. I'm sorry I bored everybody to death about my animals, but I like talking about my fur babies and letting people know that I do take care of my babies. But back then I just couldn't, with what they wanted me to do to keep them, but they do get taken care of. I mean, every animal I've ever had has been to a vet for one reason or another, either to get fixed, get shots, or if they got, like I said, I have antibiotics now. I have a script for it, so I don't have to take them to the vet all the time if they get the sniffles. I don't have to take them to the vet every time they get sneezing or the sniffles. Or an upset belly. But if the belly, if something goes on that's major, then they go to the vet. If it looks like it may be something, a major problem. But other than that, I can get a hold of my vet and say, hey, you know. Because I do have a vet that I call my vet. All right. Before I stay up here any longer, I have to sign off. Sign off, or I'll stay here all night. Thank you all for being here and listening to me ramble on about my animals. I will see you all tomorrow night. If I hear anything else from Vicky, I will let you know tomorrow night. Oh, excuse me. I've still got a sour stomach. I've still got a sour stomach. I will see you all guys tomorrow night. I don't know how Danny's feeling. I didn't ask him because I know he was tired from his investigation tonight. We will either do Spirit Box or maybe me and Danny will hang out on panel. I don't know. We'll find out what's what. I will let. Okay, yeah, I will do. I don't think Kmart would have, or Walmart would have that, Judy. Because the only thing they have in the pet aisle that's in a refrigerator is that dog food or cat food that has to be refrigerated. You know, that food they have out now that has to be refrigerated. They have, it's dog food or cat food. It has to be in a fridge. You buy it out of the refrigerator. I have to, well, me and hubby are going to, I'm going to say, me and my hubby are going to a pantry in the morning that we go to once a month on Saturdays. The heck was that? And then tomorrow afternoon, I am taking my hubby over to his daughter's. He is going to be dog sitting. Matt. He is going to be dog sitting for his daughter for a few days, more than a few days. But I've already spoken with my neighbor on that side and neighbor on that side to keep an eye on my house while I'm here by myself. So, plus I have plenty of weapons, not guns, but I have weapons that will hurt somebody. They come through my door, they gonna know they get hit by me. They got something upside their head. Because when I lay down at night, I may be a sound sleeper, but if I hear a sound that doesn't sound normal in my house or outside my house, I'm up. If something doesn't sound normal, whether I'm in a deep sleep or not, or if I'm in here, if it doesn't sound normal, like that sound just now, that did not sound normal, and it came from outside. So I'm going to be checking that. poop their eyes on me. I love you all. I gotta sign off of here. I love you guys for letting me talk about my babies. And tomorrow night we won't be so boring. Like I said, if Danny feels up to it, me and him might do our Saturday night panel. If not, I might do Spirit Box, but I got to make sure I charge everything tomorrow because everything's dead. I haven't charged anything. But be blessed, everybody. Be blessed. Be safe. Sleep well. Peace, light, and kitties, family. Mwah. Come on, computer. This is what it's going to be until I get me your frickin' battery.